today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Kenny Pickett and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
He originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when his franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. It was just third down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the third play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's fourth down. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
That's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, you know, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Always got some breathing room. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Toss play to Robinson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson, and in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Robinson on a give right side.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First carry for Najee Harris.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trayvon Walker make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
He's got Fuller.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here's Lawrence to Chenault on the slant.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 3 yards out.
And the Jaguars are once again back in front.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 10-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett
eluding the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers.
A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys have now moved out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that makes it 14-10. That time a 9-play drive.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Lawrence will throw.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And now the rookie's free. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, ETN once more.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Now Lawrence.
And Ingram hauls it in.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw. Gets this quickly to Ingram.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide it.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
After the sack on first down, Lawrence. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence.
Connection made with Chenault.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Gano's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we've reached halftime.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Off play action. Pickett out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
They'll roll him out right. Well, Pickens pulls it in. What a play. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Going for it all. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 33. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run again with Harris. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Harris running straight ahead. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker, making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st down, Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Being chased out left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action with Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Throwing again. Lawrence. Slant complete to Etienne. And they're going to get this up to midfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From midfield now, Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he will have a Jaguars first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Lawrence going to throw again. Flushed out right. He targets Ingram for another grab. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Lawrence there, complete to Robinson. Touchdown! James Robinson from 21 yards away. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass. Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Steps away. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. They find some open field here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Pickett will look to pass it. And this is caught. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. George Pickens with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right? And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Lawrence. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Lawrence to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence again.
Flush to his right. It's complete to Fuller. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looking to throw. Lawrence.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer 3rd, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Steelers are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here.
Boswell good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. It's complete to Robinson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence sets up the screen to Robinson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Finds his tight end Ingram. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Checks this one down to Robinson.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. This is fielded at the 7. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
George Pickens and the Steelers headed back out for another series.
All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's been a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but...
We're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
Pickett sets up play action.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Trayvon Walker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now it looks like he'll throw here, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Pickett back to throw.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Lawrence will throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Pittsburgh,